You're listening to the Marketing Funnel Show, episode number 8. Is your business ready for a marketing funnel? Let's talk about it today. Welcome to the Marketing Funnel Show. I'm your host, Michelle Evans, and this is the podcast for coaches, experts, and online business owners to learn how to go from simply surviving to sold out using the power of marketing funnels. All right, let's jump into today's show. Hey, welcome back to today's show. So a big question that I get all the time is, do I even need a marketing funnel, Michelle? And if that is a question that's running around in your head, today's show is definitely for you. And if you're thinking, you know what, Michelle, I really don't think that I do need a marketing funnel, today's show is definitely for you. And if you think you do need a funnel, welcome, my friend. You are in the right place. Why? Because there is literally no business on the planet that couldn't use a marketing funnel. None. And I want to talk today about some of the most common objections and questions that I receive from business owners just like you who are like, is this even worth my time? Should I even be investing here? What will people think about this? And it really boils all back down to, is this going to work for me? Do I even need this? And so one of the first ones that I get a lot is, I only sell a service. Do I really need a marketing funnel? And it'll take a lot of different flavors. Like, Michelle, I can't take very many people on my calendar. So I only need to sell maybe 2 new clients a month or 2 new clients a quarter, or I can only work with 10 people a year. Do I really need a marketing funnel? And if that's you, if you're like, I can't work with oodles and oodles of people, I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked them. So tell me, how'd you get your last 10 clients? Because what I typically hear is this feast or famine roller coaster where you're running out, you're doing tons and tons and tons of activities, following up with people. It's like, all you're doing is basically chasing, trying to find that next sale. And, hallelujah, something comes in the door. And it's just like there's this constant stress of, am I going to have enough? Oh, when is the next client going to come in? Where are they going to come from, right? And trust me, I have been there myself. In fact, back in 2015, I made this crazy, insane decision to join this quote-unquote mastermind that was run by a very charismatic coach that was $30,000 a year. And this coach, they just promised the moon. They promised that basically they would more than double my business in the space of 12 months. And, that they had all these answers that I needed, but that they needed to work with me one-on-one to be able to do that. And that I needed to, be a part of this mastermind to have access to the people. And so I joined for $30,000 plus travel to all the places that we were going to. And the first call that I got on with them, they were like, all right, well, here's how we're going to more than double your business, Michelle. The first thing is you're going to stop selling everything that you've been selling that has made you this successful, because that's not going to take you to the next level. And I was like, okay. And they said, and so we're doing away with all these services that you were providing. And now the only service that you can offer is, at first they wanted it to be $3,000 a month for 2 30-minute phone calls, 0 implementation, 0 guides, 0 value add anything. Just you get 30 minutes twice a month with me to pick my brain for $3,000 a month. And I was like, okay. So that's more than what I'm paying for this mastermind. But okay. And then, they wanted me to start selling a mastermind again at $30,000. And I was like, okay, this doesn't make sense, but I'll go for it. How are we going to get these people in the door? And they said, okay, there's three ways you're going to do that. Number one, you're going to pick up the phone and cold call people. You're going to get a list of coaches in the area. You're going to go on Numi. You're going to go Google people, and you're going to cold call them. I was like, oh my, what? No. Number two, you're going to attend every networking event you can possibly get your hands on. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I get into? And number three, you're going to fork out a lot of money and sponsor events left, right, and center. And you're going to do that repeatedly. So you're going to make phone calls all day long, and you're going to sponsor events and be out there. So basically, I suddenly was like pedaling myself nonstop. And first of all, I'm not super introverted, but I'm definitely not crazy extroverted. Second of all, I have a family. Like, I can't be on the road every single day. I can't be gone every single night. That's just not that's not why I went into business for myself. And third, I was like, if I had known that basically you were going to turn me into a hardcore cold calling salesperson and that's all I was going to be doing all day long, I never would have bought this mastermind. And so I tried it for a while, but I gotta be honest with you, it was so out of alignment with who I was. First of all, I just felt like I felt icky trying. I don't even think I tried to make an offer for the $3,000 for 2 30-minute a month calls with me, because that just felt like a giant ripoff. And I don't care what people say about charge what you're worth. Like, what does that even mean? To be in integrity with myself, I was like, I need to be getting people results. If I'm not getting them at least $6,000 of results from their investment, that's not a good investment. And so I never felt like I could do that with people, because I was like, they need a lot more than just 30 minutes on the phone with me. Like, there's a lot of training, there's a lot of other stuff that needs to happen in order to get them that kind of return. And so that just did not feel in integrity. And then I was like, I just don't feel like putting together a mastermind right now. Yes, it's on my longer term plan, but that wasn't where I was at that point. And so thankfully I had a docket of clients that I was working with, but months and months and months went by. And I'm talking like maybe 8 or 9 months went by with no new sales. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm making these huge payments for this stupid mastermind. And they're asking for even more, because they're asking for me to sponsor these events. Like, one event I sponsored ended up costing me almost $20,000. And I was getting nothing from it. Nothing. And I just was like, this is the dumbest thing I ever heard of. And I switched back to offering my marketing funnels. So I turned my marketing funnels back on, because they thought marketing funnels were stupid. I turned my funnel back on, and within 3 weeks, I had made over $60,000 in sales, going back to my previous offers. I was just like, I am done with this mastermind. I'm done with this coach. I'm done with everything. So I ended up paying all that money and learning a really expensive lesson. The lesson was, marketing funnels work a lot better than this person who was on stage promising the moon and like delivering next to nothing. So that's all to say at that time, all I was selling was services. I couldn't work with oodles and oodles of people. But the thing is that when you have a marketing funnel, it attracts people in and it warms them up. But not everybody is ready to work with you straight out of the gate. I mean, I have clients that I work with now who I talked to 3 years ago. But because they're in my marketing funnel, I stay top of mind for them. So when they're ready, they're still in my funnel and they can still take advantage of it, and they're still getting, invites to come talk with me and that kind of stuff. And so I constantly have this, pool of people who are warmed up and ready when I'm ready. And that's what I want for you too. So if you have services that you sell and you can't work with tons and tons of people, I would say marketing funnels are perfect for you, because it takes the stress away from where's my next client going to come from, and it puts it more into how can I expand my services to be able to work with more people? Because you know that you have this pool of people who are simply waiting for you to be ready to work with them. And like that was a really expensive lesson for me to learn, but I feel like it was a great lesson because it just reaffirmed to me how important marketing funnels are and that there really is no shortcut to the, whatever those crazy charismatic gurus out there are trying to say. All right, so I've also heard this from speakers, so I shouldn't say a speaker, from multiple people who are speakers who say, I really want to be a speaker. It's how I build my business. So maybe you're a speaker who has a product or a program or a service as well. Or maybe you just want to, sell your speaking, like keynotes or whatever. Well, if you are a speaker, one of the best things you can do for the longevity of your business is really to turn your audience members into clients without having to sell from the stage. I've really, really seen a lot of backlash from this. And a good friend of mine, a business bestie of mine, Dr. Michelle Mazur, who is the host of the Rebel Speaker podcast, she talks about this all the time, that, don't sell from the stage. There's a huge backlash against this. And I just 100% wholeheartedly agree with her because so many of us have been sucked up into this where people are basically whipping you into a emotional frenzy to sell to you, and then they sell crap to you, and then they leave, and it's just like it doesn't feel good. And after a while, people don't want to come to events. They don't want to trust anybody on stage because of the selling from the stage. But there's such a better and more sustainable way to build your business, and that's really to offer to have a speaker funnel, to offer your audience something that takes your speech to that next level, and then to nurture your audience. Maybe offering a webinar that goes even deeper, maybe offering a video series, or maybe offering even just a simple email series to nurture them, giving them a chance to book a call with you or, attend another event with you. And really to be remembered and to go deeper with your work and have more of an impact than is possible with your speech. Because, when people walk out of the room, they tend to forget. So this is how you can really have that speaker impact with your speech, is to have a funnel. All right, let's say that you're selling a mastermind. And so, you want whatever, 10, 15, 30, 50, 100 people, however many people you want in your mastermind. You need to get people warmed up and excited so that when you open enrollment for that mastermind, you've got people who are excited and ready. And then however you sell them, whether that's on the phone or in a webinar or a video series or whatever, depends on the price of your mastermind. They're ready to take that action and jump on with you and figure out if this is the right thing for them. But again, when you have that pool of people who you've already connected with, who you've already warmed up, who already understand the value of what you offer and what you deliver to them, it's such a different ball game than when you have to go out to a networking event and be like, hi, I'm Michelle. Hi, I'm Michelle. And, hope to God that you find somebody that's like, Michelle, I was looking for somebody just like you. Because I have to say, I've been to oodles of networking events and I've never had anybody whip out their wallet and pay me simply because I say, hey, I can do marketing funnels and Facebook ads. If you have, I'd love to hear from you, but I never have. It takes more warming up than that. People want more proof. They want to understand more about you. And that's where marketing funnels can really come in. Then if you have a product, a program, or a course, again, if you go out there to the cold audiences where, you could be speaking on stage or going to networking events, running ads, going on other people's podcasts, whatever, and drawing people into your funnel, you can just warm them up for the big benefit of your course so that when you're ready to launch, it's less about pushy sales and more about just showing them the path, showing them what your course can possibly do for them in their life, and letting them say, yeah, that's something that I really want in my business, in my life. So again, the point of a marketing funnel isn't just to sell. The point of a funnel is really to do three big things. The first, and really the most important, if you don't have this, you don't have the rest of your funnel. The first is to capture an audience, to capture your audience, the one who wants to hear from you, who wants to understand what it is you offer, the one who is interested. If you capture an audience that's big enough, you've got a good amount of people that you can work with. You don't have to worry about going and finding new clients. You just have to work with the ones you already have. Step 2 is to nurture those people. So it's not just, hey, I'm Michelle, want to buy from me? You have to nurture them. You have to understand what it is that they're looking for. Help them understand what it is you provide and why it's valuable, what other people have said about you, all that stuff that goes into nurturing, that you understand who they are and what they're struggling with. And then you need to engage with them so that they're ready to take that next step with you. So how can you engage? You can, offer a call, offer a webinar, offer, even engagement on social media. There's so many ways that you can engage with people. Even just asking them to hit reply on an email and give you a response is a really great way to engage your audience. So there you go. The 3 points to your funnel, or the 3 big things to your funnel, is to capture an audience, to nurture your audience, and then to engage your audience so that they're ready to take that next big step with you. It's not just to sell. And so whatever your business, you need to capture your audience. You need to nurture them, to understand what it is that they're looking for and how you can help them. And then you need to engage with them so that they can understand how to take that next step with you. All right. So hopefully by now, by this point in the podcast, you understand that yes, a marketing funnel is for your business and how you can take that next step with it. Because once you discover the power of marketing funnels to warm up your audience and help them see you as the person or the business they want to buy from, you will wonder why you ever wasted time just randomly doing marketing. Instead, you'll know exactly how to build a tribe of buyers who want what you have. Want to know which marketing funnel is right for your business? I have created a totally free and easy quiz to help you figure that out. You can head on over to today's show notes, which you can find at themarketingfunnelshow.com/8. That's just the number 8. And in less than 5 minutes, you'll know exactly which marketing funnel is right for you. All right. The last thing for today is I want your help in spreading this free, valuable podcast to more people just like you. So if this was valuable for you today, will you take just 3 minutes to rate the podcast in iTunes, write a review, and share the podcast with just one person who could use it? Your voice helps tremendously in showing iTunes that this podcast is worth ranking, which helps other people find it too. And when you do subscribe, rate, and review the episode, just take a simple screenshot and email it to me at michelle@michellelevans.com for your free gift. I am giving away my mini course, The One Sentence Marketing Hook, to everyone who takes a few minutes to leave a review as a thank you. So again, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of my community. I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you on the next episode.